What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, man. Fighting with them over this doggone live stream tampering that took over in the last video we did where they altered the live stream and cut us off for no reason. Talking about they looking into it. Man, I ain't finna let them do that no more. I am not about to let them do that no more. Until they fix and update their systems, I ain't finna let them do that no more. That was the last time. Now, here's the news. The Los Angeles Lakers. I told you, pick the Lakers. Picking the Lakers, even though they lost, they covered the spread. Now, the way this game played out was exactly how I thought it would. Dame Lillard and CJ got off. But defensively, Portland is terrible. And just like clockwork, they was right in a dogfight for the lead, for everything. Then it turns around, you find out that all of this attention, all of the back and forth that's going on is based off of mistakes. There was so many mistakes out there on the court. When the Lakers was about to cut it to 2 and they got the tip in by Kuzma, you saw the refs get involved. Now, they did give AD one earlier, so I guess this was a makeup call. But what this did was put a lot of people in and out of the money. Now, if you got it at 8 points or better, you're good. Because at one point, the Lakers was down 11. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So, once again, people were thrown into a pit of being against what they believed in with the Lakers. The Lakers proved, because not Kuzma, but Caruso was having one of those career type games when he's going above and beyond. And I knew what would happen down the stretch. Down the stretch, instead of going to AD, who had it going tonight, AD was stepping it up, showing people he's ready, he's the man, what have you. Had a very strong game. He played big today. Being in the paint, going in there battling for putbacks. Was no drumming out there in his way. He was like, I got this. And that's how you got to play the game. Now, one of the major problems in this game was the fact that you had so many people out there that was putting the Lakers on this pedestal as far as greatness, and they have a lot of flaws. And down the stretch, you saw them. They didn't have a plan. And when you don't have a plan, this is what happens when you don't have a plan. So it was embarrassing. Because down the stretch, I don't know why Caruso committed that foul. I don't know if he got mixed up on communication. Was he told to foul? It just made no sense. I'm like, why would he foul? That's dumb. But he fouled. And while I was so confused, and I had a confused look on my face, everybody else looked, and they also had a confused look on their face. We didn't understand the foul. So, outside of that, he comes back out of the timeout and shoots the worst shot he shot all night. A fadeaway jump shot from like the wing inside the paint. I'm like, what? When has Caruso ever shot that shot? Why isn't he going back to AD? You see, you either go McLemore there or AD, not Caruso on the inside. This is what I'm talking about. Decision making. And when you keep making those type of decisions, bad things happen for you. Now, I've seen the scenarios play out. I've seen many different players say, hey, this is what it is. This is how far we're going. Other than that, we're not moving, blah, blah, blah. Then I've seen other things play out where they go to the table and they start saying, hey, this is what we got to do in these pressure situations. I mean, you got Jason Kidd sitting back looking like, hey, I don't know what the hell you want us to do. I mean, seriously, they look like they don't give a damn. So you're looking at it and you're like, man, this is terrible right now. So it just looked bad. Me, I had a hard time. I had a hard time assessing what should happen here or what should be done, in this situation. So it was quite interesting the way things was laid out for us, but as far as making the bets, but the Lakers they need a lot of help. They're being failed from a coaching standpoint. Their so-called leader, best player on the planet, he want to sit home and sabotage people's YouTubes. So that's his game. Then you have the fact that the players out there on the court, they don't move. If your players are not moving around out there, you're going to lose. It's ridiculous. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm like, they just standing still, and they just doing high pick and roll. It's like, okay, here comes high pick and roll weave play. It's like everything is beyond the arc. There's nothing, and it's one pass inside, no movement. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams that would be the result. So but it is what it is. Now, what's new for the Lakers? Well, coming up is a whole different experience. It's a whole different experience. These are supposed to be the easy games, the games you win. That's coming up. The Lakers then lost, what, 7 or 8? And now it's only finna get worse. Now, I saw something very interesting on ESPN, and we need to address that right now. On ESPN, you know what they did? You know what ESPN started showing people the lowest seeds to win a championship. Why are they showing people that? Why they keep showing people and trying to get people seeing that number? Oh, the Lakers coming back. The Lakers is this. This is going to be the hardest road in the test for the Lakers. If they can come from the play-in seed to win a championship, that would be an impressive feat. All of this corruption, man, I swear it's so much garbage. If the Lakers come out of the playoff seed in the play-in tournament and go all the way to the championship, I think we got to be done. If they do that to win a championship and they give them that, I'm out. I think I got to be out completely. I think I got to be out on the whole sport. If they do that, I'm out on the whole sport. I just can't see that happening. If they do that with this team and how they playing, I'm out. It makes no sense. This game should not have been lost by the Lakers. Portland and CJ has the same problem they've always had. They don't know how to close out games. They have no defense. They have no identity of a defense. And it is costing them. Well, AD to me showed up tonight. So if AD showed up and he put this type of performance on, you know he's capable of it. You know he's capable of playing on the inside. To me, he dominated. He had the jumper going and he had the inside going. Now, this the Anthony Davis they paid the $100-something million for. This the guy that's supposed to be closing the games out. This the guy that's supposed to be taking you to the top, leading the team. This is a game they should have won. And in all reality, the Lakers should have not lost today. You give up threes to Dame and CJ on regular pick and rolls, practice shots. Then in the last 4 minutes, you realize how to guard the three. It's pitiful. So I can't really feel sorry for them. I can't. But I can definitely tell you this. If they don't shape up, they finna get shipped right out. Because none of these teams really like them. They can't wait to see them lose. And then they boss, well, the boss is he's taking days off the job. Because he mad, he pouting. Because he got told off for saying somebody should be fired. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, oh yeah, and I told you so. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the page, And I'm out.